The immigrants illegally coming to this country is going to lead into the mark of the beast for the American citizens. And I'll explain to you why. Just remember who built the wall, and I've always said this from the beginning. That wall was never to keep them out. It was to keep us in. In order to fix a crisis, you have to create a crisis. Trump said on his first day back, he's going to have the largest deportation in the history of America. Now that the legal immigrants are all throughout the country, how are you going to be able to monitor and make sure that they're out? This is where they are going to implement a system that is going to watch Americans and watch the illegals. First, it will start off by marking all the illegals, but the sole purpose was always designed to mark the Americans. They would never be able to convince or force us to do that. But again, if you create a crisis and you use it against the illegals and the system is up and running, eventually it will be pushed on the American citizens. And it could start off being used with people with DUIs, sex offenders, etc. And from there, it will continue to grow in this country, and they will use it where they see fit. And eventually, it will be used throughout the United States. And that is exactly how they will force the mark on the American citizens and get away. His plea to plant the changes not only in America.
All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to give all praises, glory, honor, and power to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who wrote well and who I learned this truth from, and salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence, risking your lives and freedoms to do so. All right, shalom to the rest of the elect, men, women, and children of the nation of Yashar Allah, as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, this your brother Chagabar. All right, and this will just be a brief lesson, man. You know, is this whole invasion, okay, this border crisis that's been taking place over the last several years. All right, is this a ploy for them to roll out the mark of the beast? Okay, is this a ploy for them to roll out the mark of the beast, man? Now, this guy made some, pretty good points as far as the fact that, you got millions. You see millions of undocumented, okay, illegal immigrants. We got Chinese nationalists. You got different Middle Easterns. You got all types of foreign personnel over here in America, man. Am I right? Now, how do you distinguish them from the rest of the people? Okay, because you got a lot of these people that have been invading, man. These are terrorists. These are sleeper cells. Okay, these are, you know what I'm saying? All types of different groups. Okay, and you know what I'm saying? It's highly likely they could use this as a ploy to roll out the that chip. Okay, because you got all these undocumented immigrants, man. Undocumented, meaning they don't even know who the fuck a lot of these people are. Okay, they're just coming in and going to all these various states and shit. Like, who's to say that they're not already putting a chip in these people when they come over here, man? Okay, now that's just me speaking. We don't know, but who's to say they're not? Because we do know they're getting fucking free housing. They got different. Matter of fact, New York, I believe they just passed a bill. I think it's like $53 million or $53 billion. It might be $53 million in prepaid cards they're going to be given to these migrants, man. See? You see that? And we know that, a type of universal basic income is coming, right? To where, they've created a society to where these jobs are being overtaken by AI, man. Okay, they're being overtaken by AI, and the mass layoffs continue to happen over and over and over again. And we know that aspect of that chip is going to be that central bank digital currency. You see, so it's no coincidence that at the same time where you finally have the Texas National Guard and, the National Guard from 26 other states, and the the 700,000 truckers and all these proud patriots and shit all going down to that border. It's no coincidence that this is all happening around the time of the collapse of the U.S. dollar, man. This place is at war right now. Okay, they're at war with the very same countries that pretty much are responsible for a lot of these oil exports. Iran, right? And all of those BRICS allies, okay, that just joined, Saudi Arabia and et cetera, they produce the oil. So this place is at war because for the simple fact that they're fighting for the dollar's hegemony, man. Okay, because they've lost the oil, man. Okay, so we know that the CBDC is about to be rolled out, and it could be to where they're using this whole mass exodus of these Northern Kingdom, you know what I'm saying, these so-called illegal immigrants flooding in this place for them to be justified in bringing out that chip. Okay, because we don't know exactly how it's going to play out, right? We know in part and we prophesy in part. We know by means of prophecy that Revelation 13 and 16 is going to come to pass. So it's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that mark. Okay, but we know in part, meaning we go based off the information presented to us, man. We measure the times, we see what's going on in the world, and we try our best to see as to how, you know what I'm saying, the why and how particular prophecies could come to pass. Okay, but he made a good point in this, like, and I don't know if Trump's going to get reelected. Like, at the rate this is going, I don't even know if we're going to have an election. But if Trump wanted to come in and deport all the illegal immigrants, how are you going to find them? How are you going to be able to monitor and track and know where everybody is, man? See, you got to understand with these devils, this is the beast system, man. They want to track, trace, monitor everything you do. Okay, so you got all these undocumented immigrants, you got sleeper cells, and trust me, don't make no mistake, they're allowing these people in, right? You got UN troops, undercover UN troops over here, okay, for the simple fact that when this revolution starts and all hell breaks out, we know the military shipped off over there to the Middle East, man. Okay, and everywhere else, all these other fronts that's going to open up with Taiwan and South Korea and et cetera. So they're going to have these UN foreign troops over here to be able to try to keep the peace, quote unquote. You see? Right? So the stage is set for all of these things, man. And we know that the next major prophecy, man, that pretty much we're looking at is the mark of the beast, because, you know what I'm saying, before that war goes nuclear, as you can see, those tensions are escalating quickly. That must mean that the mark of the beast is right around the corner, man. It's got to be. Okay. Now, I feel like when America rolls out their central bank digital currency, because they no longer have petrodollar status, that's what BRICS nations is taken away from them. Okay. So when they roll out their CBDC to try to stay relevant, it's very likely they roll it right on out with this chip. Right. When you hear about digital IDs and all that shit, man, digital wallet, that's speaking of the chip, man. Okay, that's because that's all what's going to be housed in there, right? So when these devils roll out the central bank digital currency over here in America, hey, it's very likely, man, they roll that shit right on out with the chip. Now, they could, they might not say, well, this is the reason why we're bringing this out because of, this is going to be the form of currency you're going to have to use to make your payments and shit. They might try to blame it on these damn immigrants. You see, they might, well, we got to track, we got to know where they're at, we got to be able to monitor where they're at to be able to get them out of here and blah, 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 because you people are complaining about the invasion, et cetera, man. Again, we know in part, we prophesy in part, but just understand that this is not a coincidence, man. As far as, the invasion of millions, you see, of undocumented peoples, man, coming into America, Babylon the Great, man. That's all strategic. Okay. You see, and like I said before, the fact that the World War III drums are beating loud and clear, everybody hear them, doom, 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 doom. You just paying attention, it's going down. That must mean that this mark of the beast, man, is secretly, all right, quickly, is about to catch people off guard, man. right? Now, I personally don't think they're gonna have the time to, when they roll out the central bank digital currency in America, I don't think they're gonna have the time to, oh well, download this app that's gonna have a QR code to where it's gonna house your central bank digital currency, and you could scan your phone and do, like, I mean, it could. Hey, we don't know, man. But honestly, at this rate, Lord willing, they just roll the CBDC out right on with the chip. Okay. But yeah, man, hey, could that whole border crisis, man, could be a ploy for them to roll the chip out. Okay. And again, who's to say some of these migrants ain't already getting chipped when they come over here? Okay, we don't know. We know they getting free housing and shit. They getting prepaid cards and, what I'm saying, and all these different things, right? So hey, we know we in some very strange times, man. So it's a lot of shit going down. But anyways, man, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem Rakakadash, DTA Wa Baba Ball, Shalom.